Well, CoastLife team, I've talked about this before. One of my favorite things about living on the coast is when tragedy strikes, a community really comes together. It's something that you don't see in every town. I haven't lived in towns where they do that. And Southern Delaware really just knows how to come together and be there for their neighbors. Today, I'm very excited to introduce you to Emily Lehne on the couch, someone from, or I shouldn't say from, living in Southern Delaware who you unfortunately know this all too well about the community coming together. If you don't mind, could you just share what you would like to share, whatever you feel comfortable with about your recent loss?
Sure. So my husband, John Lehne, he was the owner of 302 Bicycles in downtown Milton. April of 2023, he was diagnosed with adenocarcinoma of unknown primary. Okay. At that time, they told us it was not a good prognosis, and we were looking at a very short time. So that didn't stop him. Yeah. You know, he decided he wanted to fight as much as he could, and he just passed away in the end of January. So he went through multiple different rounds of treatment. He kept his shop running up until the end of December. You know, and was still the whole time trying to give back to the community and help others and share his story to help others as well.
Wow, and it's interesting because in our station, we have some coworkers who live in Milton, or they got their bikes fixed, or maybe bought a bike from John, and everyone had the same thing. They said, always funny, always happy, always kind. I mean, no one has a bad word to say about your husband. It's really incredible.
He's pretty amazing.
I imagine, and I wish I had the chance to meet him, but I feel like I almost do in a way from everything I've heard. And so while your husband was alive, he had something really cool he was planning and starting at this Easter egg hunt, and you're trying to keep this alive. I'd love to hear about how he got this idea.
You never know with John how he got his ideas. You know, he came up with ideas all the time, and all of a sudden he would start talking like you were in the middle of a conversation and had a full-fledged idea. So several years ago, he started the egg hunt. Easter was coming up, and he wanted to do something to get people out and about in the community to different parts of the downtown area. And so he came up with the idea to hide one egg a day and put a prize to the bike shop inside the egg. He tried to get a couple of the local businesses going with it. A couple of times I think we hid eggs inside some of the other businesses too to get people out and about. And he started doing it each year. And each year he kind of changed it up, whether it was usually somewhere between a week to 2 weeks, and he hid it every day and posted it on social media. And then people could bring their egg into the shop. There was usually like a chapstick or something little inside the egg, and they could bring it in for a bigger prize as well. Wow,
okay, so you are keeping this alive. And then this is really exciting. I think I've already heard people talking about it, wanting to find eggs all around Milton, looking for them. Why is it so important for you to keep this tradition going?
So I think how it came about this year is the best way to explain it. So another community member, Shauna McVeigh, she reached out to me and she said, you know, how would you feel if I kept the egg hunt going this year? And I had already thought about it, but with it being so recent, it was too difficult for me. So I said, absolutely, you know, let's do it together. And she knew us, you know, our circles had crossed, but we weren't very close or anything, but his egg hunt impacted her. And she said, you know, she was having a rough time, and it brought joy to her life. And so she wanted to keep doing the same thing and help me, you know, keep it going so that it brings joy to other people and gets people out and about. And that was his goal with it.
That's incredible. I love that you're keeping his goal and his mission alive as well. I mean, think about it too. You could have a really rough day, and sometimes it's someone smiling at you or holding the door or finding a quarter on the ground. So finding an Easter egg and having this little prize you didn't know you were getting, I think no matter your age, it brings you happiness. So how can people get involved? Do you have any hints of where they should be looking for eggs?
So they're all throughout town.
Okay.
The first 3 eggs have already been found. So we hide 1 egg a day. Okay. Check the Simply Milton Facebook pages and the 302 Bicycles Facebook page for the hint of the day, and we post a picture with it to help them find it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so follow the Facebook pages, keep up with that. How long is it going on? And when they find an egg, what should they do?
So it goes on through Easter.
Great.
And then if they find an egg, open it up, there's, it tells you in there, bring it to Town Hall. Okay. So at Town Hall, you can exchange it for a prize. There's some really good gift certificates. Different restaurants in town have donated. One of the dog walking businesses have donated. So there's a lot of really good prizes out there.
Okay, I know you guys are excited, so get ready all around Milton, but you don't have to be from Milton to search.
No, anybody can participate, and it's for kids and adults.
Perfect. Okay, you guys, so get to hunting. And I just want to thank you as well. I know you and I were talking before this. Everything it's very recent. And the fact that you have the strength to come on here and talk with us, the fact that you're still keeping something alive for people of all ages, our hearts go out with you, but we're also appreciative of you.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, thank you so much. So you guys
no
don't
problem.
forget to look for those eggs around Milton. Let us know here on CoastLife if you find one too. I'm very curious. I might be searching for you. If I see you in Milton, I'm going to follow you around, like see where you're
I'm
placing.
going to hide one right after this.
Right. Oh, okay. See where you're hiding the eggs. So let us know as well, you guys. And don't forget, running for Easter, so get to it. You can also get to it in a little after CoastLife. We have more CoastLife for you in a minute.